blogs or on forums, etc. So getting to know each other is also what we're trying to develop here. Blogs are multilingual in any language. It can be run in any language. The 40 blogs that are currently running are at least bilingual. And this, like I was saying before, the objective is to propel local debates at European level. There are different types of blogs, the typical journalistic blogs, thematic. We have Space Europeans, Islam in Europe. A guy just recently launched a blog on rugby, or there's even a blog on sex the European way. So it can be on anything as long as you feel passionate about it and you update it on a regular basis. It can also be project-oriented. A lot of photographers are interested in opening blogs on cafebabel.com. And also, it's very useful for our local teams who have to find a new way of participating in the network because this community is so new. We have to approach it in a very educational way for them to recycle a bit of their energy. They were used to before just organizing debates in cafes, in bars about Europe or whatnot. Now they actually have a tool on cafebabel.com which they have been asking for the last couple of years, but we weren't able to provide that for them. Oops. All right, so I suggest now, maybe any questions? Nope. I suggest that we go see the real thing. Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't hear your question. Yeah. They started out as students, but as we grew older, because we started cafebabel.com as students, they became more and more professional, actually. And this is why also our editorial content became a lot more professional as well. I mean, we could say that now we're semi-professional. We have a team of 7 professional editors in Paris who work full-time and make sure that, you know, the sources are valid, that the writing skills are up to date or, you know, make sense. So, yeah. The rules and regulations aren't that strict. There's a volunteer contacting one of the editors-in-chief for the French, Spanish, Italian, so you have all the languages here, Catalan, Polish, and they say, okay, I'd really like to write an article on this, and then we have to see on the calendar if this fits in the editorial line, if we can translate it in time, etc. So it's more a question of management than really sometimes skills.
And the blogs, you have how many blogs?
Right now we have 40 blogs. I'll go on that community page right now and switch it to English. I'm French-American, so I work mostly in French. Okay, so this is the community page. And we have about 40 blogs. You can see them here on the left. We haven't actually officially launched the Babel community. This will be done in October. We're still running on the beta version, actually. Yeah? Yeah, we're funded by public and private fundings, actually. We're an association-based magazine.
Test.
So yeah.
The private funding, where is that coming from?
Private foundations.
Oh, foundations only.
Yeah, foundations.
All
But
right.
it can
So
be,
they're funded by the European Union,
it is also funded by the European Commission, but we make sure that our funds don't exceed 12 to 15% of the whole budget, because we don't want to rely on one.
Or be influenced.
Yeah, or be influenced. We have never had that problem.
Okay.
Really.
So those people blogging, I just logged in.
Yeah, cool.
I never used it before. So what is the chance of me getting anywhere near the front page?
The front page.
The front page. Me as a user, I can post things. I can add. I can contribute.
You mean
to
like the magazine?
the magazine? Can I contribute with a story? Is
Yeah.
it like?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you have to contact the editor-in-chief because there are so many contributions that we have to organize things and make sure that you can get translated into the 7 languages on time. Because if
Right.
you're going to talk about an event that occurred today and can only be published in a month, you know, it's not going to make sense.
Have you? Okay. Talking about that, have you? Because that's a lot of work,
Yeah.
and that is really sort of 1.0, I guess. If we coin that word again.
Yeah.
Have you looked at places like Newsvine? I mean, we talked about Wikipedia and
Yeah.
that model, and there are all kinds of moderation. It seems like it's more of the old stuff, sort of in a new jacket, funded by the European Union, based on certain terms.
Wait.
I'm
Can
just, you know, I'm.
Yeah, no, this is good. This is
Devil's
about
advocate.
debate. I like it. No, the community,
feel offended.
actually, the community is based on 2.0, do we agree? That's, you know, flexibility, interactivity. The magazine part, it's still working on the old frame. We're working with the guys who made the community to change the magazine also into 2.0 so that people can, like Wikipedia, correct things online if there's a mistake. There will be a lot more flexibility. People will be able to vote, kind of like Oh My News and all that stuff. It will be a lot more interactive, right? We're going step by step. We wanted to launch the community to make a point, to say this is, you know, what we're about now, what we're developing, but we can't do everything at the same time because it's a lot of costs, and we have to find the funds as we go along.
All right. So you have an advisory board on that as well. Technically, how you perceive this venture? How do
We
you want to continue this
have
venture?
General Assembly each year.
Yeah.
And it's actually the General Assembly that decides on the strategy and the objectives of cafebible.com, and this is what we came up with last year.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll have some more questions later
I'm
on.
sure.
Yeah. Thank you.
Does that mean that it's over? Or no? 'Cause
No,
I still had something.
I don't know. I think it's. Do I have to press that button each?
Well, you don't need the screen. You're enough.
Oh, did I? You sure? Okay.
No, it's actually don't need the screen. Hi.
Hi.
I,
Have we met?
yeah, we spoke on the same panel.
Yeah. at the European Parliament.
That's right. I get around.
Yeah. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Here's what I wanted to ask you, and it's sort of
Yeah, he does really cool stuff.
Oh, no. Stop. No. What I wanted to ask, actually, you were the only one that laughed at my talk, so that's why I
Yeah, I
remember
thought you were funny.
Everybody else was bored.
No, they weren't.
But what I wanted to ask you is a sort of evaluation as somebody that works with Café Babel now for how long? Since it started.
2003.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think what anybody is curious about that's either involved in or starting or thinking about doing a community like this, building some kind of community related in somewhere else in the world. When you look at it now, never mind that. Are you satisfied with the level of participation? Because that's the big thing. I mean, as much as I love the web and I produce content for the web, I'm also cynical about, I'm getting more and more cynical about how much people actually participate rather than just be a voyeur. But how would you evaluate it so far?
I think even before the whole web thing, the community thing, we were realistic about how much energy we could pull out of volunteers, and we've learned how to deal with it. Because these young people, they just want a stepping stone to be able to get into the job life. You know, and that was also my goal